Get all kinds of crooked, Rondo.
I'm not saying that.
Alright guys, welcome back to Cairn Creek. I'm Jeremy here in Southern Ohio. How many times have I said that? Anyways, concrete day. Concrete day is here. Saturday morning now, we're going to cap this thing off by putting some concrete around this catch basin. We have approximately 9 yards going down. 8 foot wide by 54 feet long. About 9 yards what it calls for. 6 inches thick. Before we get started on this concrete, I did want to go over a couple questions because everybody has concrete, obviously, your house, but not everybody knows a lot about concrete. They always say there's 3 types of concrete. Concrete that's not cracked, concrete that's going to crack, and concrete that's already cracked. So concrete's like a mud puddle. If you take a mud puddle out in the middle of a field or somewhere, as it loses moisture and dries, it shrinks and cracks. And that's what concrete does. So basically what we do is we cut joints in. You can hand cut them during the finishing process, or you can saw them in later. We call them saw cuts, but they're actually relief joints. Basically that's weakening the concrete at that point where you cut it, making it shallower, which when it starts to shrink and it wants to crack, all you're doing is giving it a place to crack. How do we figure concrete, quantity-wise? Well, we take the length times the width times the depth, divide it by 27. So we usually measure our length and width in feet. Then your thickness is usually in inches, so you'll have to convert that to tenths. What's the proper ways to prepare concrete? And preparation is pretty much the key to any successful concrete pour. How you do your base preparation. So normally we excavate 4 to 6 inches deeper. We'll put in some clean gravel, compact it. If the soil is not suitable under that 4 to 6 inches, we'll go a little bit deeper. And then sometimes we won't dig that deep. If it's an existing driveway and we've got good base, we'll just scratch down to get our proper grades to pour, or 4 to 6 inches. At those depths, you'll be fine. Yep. I'm down. Oh boy, inspector's on site now. Off today, I don't have to screw more concrete. Work on one side, time to second dose. Watch the left and right side. Here's called bull floating. This is the first step after we screed the concrete. To get it flat, kind of help smash the rocks in a little bit, bring up a little bit of cream, the sand and stuff to the surface. Try to run the bull float over it twice. This time, then we'll let it dry a little more, then we'll go again. How's it coming down there, Buck? Good. And I know somebody's watching saying it's too wet. It is too wet. We started off, I told him to add 5 gallons of water. 5 gallons! And I think the old valve was broke because it came out way wetter than adding 5 gallons of water.
Inspector Rondo, give us your opinion on the job.
Looking good.
Say it's terrible.
Terrible, huh?
No, you gotta look at the camera and say it's terrible. Stay right. This will be the last pass. This is a Fresno boat right here. Not always necessary with these pours. It's one last effort to flatten it out a little bit better. So for those of you keeping track, we bolt loaded it twice. We will have edged it 3 times. Then next up, you're getting ready to see the broom action. Coco smoked some meat. What'd you make, Coco?
Some ribs.
It's 1 o'clock, we're taking forms off. 4:30, and we've got some major rain headed our way. So we're gonna see, I mean, this is still wet to the touch, but a slow rain should not affect anything. But we're gonna see how it drains here directly. This day stood to represent the epitome of why we have Cairn Creek. Got to spend the day with the boy teaching him a little bit about concrete, and got to achieve a lifelong dream of finally mowing my own golf green for the first time. Don't mind the fertilizer stripes on here, it'll come around. Another wonderful episode here at Cairn Creek, guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for working with us. Cairn Creek, over and out.